This month on Mustang Magazine, NHS-TV takes on California. We bring you segments from the 14th Annual STN Convention in the sunny city of Anaheim. So sit back and get ready for the 43rd edition of Mustang Magazine.
Hello, and welcome to this STN edition of Mustang Magazine. I'm Marshelsea.
And I'm Giuliana Shallmo. Mustang Magazine is a show produced by students in the Advanced Media class here at NHS.
On this episode, we highlight the segments produced at the 14th Annual Student Television Network Convention in Anaheim, California. To start us off, staff reporters Megan Quinn, Allie Nauman, and Rachel McCracken show us what can happen when STN expands across the globe.
You can compare the life in Russia, life in the USA, China, and other countries here.
STN Going International brings new knowledge to all the participants.
The more that you learn about other countries and other cultures, the more you're going to be accepting of what's happening between people.
With all the different ethnicities at STN, there are many advantages and disadvantages to the people from different countries.
Helps me to become a better journalist.
About language, sometimes I don't understand what the definition means.
But even with the challenges of being away from home, Pombed still feels accepted.
So far, I met really good people right now, and they are really nice to me, and I feel really welcome.
Though coming from across the globe, those from different countries believe that the atmosphere STN creates is very welcoming.
I'm having a great time at STN.
Я провожу отличное время на STN.
Jag älskar STN.
Estoy divirtiendo mucho en STN.
אני עושה חיים ב-STN.
STN はすごく楽しいです。
Reporting for Student Television Network, I'm Megan Quinn.
Stories and creating videos and telling people about information is important.
Nice work, ladies. Having a limited amount of time to produce a story is certainly not easy.
That's for sure. Mary Erickson and I had 5 hours to create a nap package where the characters tell the story in their own words. We caught up with 2 student musicians with natural talent.
Scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green.
Music has always been something that's interested me since for as long as I can remember. Like, I've always sang, but I just thought, like, maybe if I knew how to learn how to play guitar, then I could further that.
It makes me more creative, and like I get more outgoing to talk to people who actually like also play ukulele, because then we can hang out and play together. I used to not be able to sing in front of people. Like I'm not the type of person, but now it doesn't bug me that much. So yeah.
All I am is a man.
I have a very artistic personality, so I play guitar, but I also dance, I also paint. I just do a lot of different kinds of things in art, so it's just another way for me to express myself. I've just learned patience in that as things might not make sense at first, but just as long as you keep pushing through, eventually, with enough practice, anything can happen. So you just have to have the drive to do it, and don't let anyone tell you you can't do it, because you can do anything as long as you want to. So just go for it.
Most of the students you meet at convention are super talented.
It's great to meet new people and discover new things. Next up, we take a look at the creative side of STN. Sam Doucette and Mia Finisi show us what can happen in just one day.
What would I do without you? Oh, hey, would you mind taking this picture for me?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, thanks. Hey, where are you going?
Hey man, what's wrong? Someone took my phone, dude. Sounds pretty terrible, but hey, you know what's not terrible? Taking a walk. Let's go.
Fine.
Man, I hate today. Why do you hate today?
Because, man, my phone, can check Facebook, Twitter, take
Facebook and
pictures.
Twitter doesn't mean anything. We got all this natural beauty around you. Just take a second and look around.
Yeah, man, easy for you to say. You can take pictures of it, too.
Easy for me to say. I have my phone. I'm not taking pictures. Can you seriously not go just one day without your phone?
You know what? I guess you're right.
I am right. Thank you.
Look at this view. Maybe I can go just one day without my phone.
Okay, let's get crazy. The first day of convention is by far the most stressful. The NHS-TV crew was split up into 2 teams to produce a news magazine style show focusing on social justice and a morning show with the theme The Non-Disney Side of Anaheim.
Our teams have 8 hours to produce and edit shows totaling 8 minutes or less. First, let's take a look at a feature made for our news magazine. Megan Quinn and Rachel McCracken bring us the story.
You've probably seen on Facebook these memes which says first world problems. So someone complains that their cell phone battery is dead, then they show some guy in Nigeria someplace who has no water.
The American experience varies depending on a wide range of factors. For Colombian immigrant Claudia McCrowan, finding her way has had its challenges.
It's really hard because we don't have the equal quality or the equal opportunity in this time.
Kim Melby understands the challenges immigrants face.
Unless you come here as a rich person already, you have to learn the language, the culture. It's just so much to learn. And typically, you're coming here poor already. You're at a disadvantage at day one.
And often when they get here, they are not treated like privileged Americans.
I think it's disadvantageous to the people come to this country because we feel racist and we feel like most Americans don't like us.
Some Americans understand the source of the prejudice.
And our country has conditioned people to really become insecure about who they are, and so when they're insecure about how they feel about themselves, they lash out and attack other people. It's called class warfare, right? Like, that's what that is.
And people newer to our country see this very clearly.
You just make assumptions about people, not always true, but you sort of make those assumptions and react accordingly.
Living in our country means being treated the same as everyone else.
Innate or not, right, the privileges that are awarded to us as citizens are rich. We take them for granted.
Even after the problem is recognized, there are still financial barriers.
It's not simply by color or education, it's money that determines where you are in this class system.
If you don't have the money, many people want to be American citizens to have the right to vote, but they cannot do it because they don't have the money.
Often immigrants are more aware of what they want to pursue in America because they come from less privileged areas.
People who come here, they come here for a reason. They probably have a dream, but the average guy, I believe, they're just born here, doesn't really, they want to get better, they want to get comfortable, but they don't really have the same kind of impetus that a foreigner has moving here.
Everybody knows Disneyland, am I right?
I'd be surprised to find someone who didn't.
While down in Anaheim, we saw everything Disney, from ads to merchandise. However, this story produced for the morning show category tells us that Anaheim isn't all Disney. Sam Doucette, Pat O'Donnell, and Ryan Crowley report.
The first thing that comes to mind for many when they hear Anaheim is Disney, but there's more to the city than that.
At Anaheim Ice, we have a ton of programs. We have programs for all ages, starting out for young kids, age 4, all the way up to adults, seniors.
Having been previously affiliated with Disney attractions, the Anaheim Ice Arena now serves its own purpose as a place for family and friends. Even professional hockey players enjoy skating at the rink.
Yeah, it used to be known as Disney Ice. The building is about, I want to say 21 years old now. Back in 2007, the Samuelis, Henry and Susan Samueli purchased the Ducks, which the rinks kind of came along with that.
Though physical reminiscence of Disney's influence remain visible, Anaheim Ice is now its own entity, and they still receive a consistent amount of visitors.
Yeah, we have a good turnout. We're busiest on the weekends. During the weeks, it's a little slow, especially in the mornings, because kids are in school and stuff like that. Usually, our prime time hours are after 3 p.m. We have a lot of after-school programs. We have kids that come in after school and they skate and they play hockey and they do skating lessons. Our public sessions are usually pretty busy. We usually have some exciting Saturday night sessions and then a lot of birthdays on the weekends. So I would say anywhere between, probably get on our public sessions during the week, we get about 50 people across all the sessions. On the weekends, sometimes anywhere from 100 to 200. And the fact that the doors are still open means that, we do get a lot of customers that come here. So.
The Anaheim Ice Rink is family friendly for those who don't know how to skate and for those who do. For Student Television Network, I'm Sam Doucette.
Like that down there, not just Mickey ears at every turn.
Continuing with showcasing sports, we now jump into some highlights.
There are 2 highlight categories at STN, one being your regular sports and the other one being action sports, which you don't see much of.
Let's take a look.
The Lakeside Vikings visited the Norcross Blue Devils for a Friday night showdown. The Vikings D came right out of the gate with an early pickoff against Barron Radcliffe. Lakeside missed a field goal on that drive, and junior Omar Sinclair takes advantage, breaking loose for a 39-yard rush. The Blue Devils lead 7-0 after 1. A huge second quarter had the Blue Devils up 35-3 at half, after scoring 4 straight touchdowns, including a 26-yard pick six. Lakeside tried to mount a comeback, but the damage was already done. The Blue Devils win big, with a final score of 42-10. For STN Sports, I'm Mike Dooley reporting.
I could never see myself surfing. I don't have the balance for it.
Neither do I. Next up, we have our Spot Features segment. Spot Features are stories produced on a deadline that focus on a specific topic. Grace Gillis and Cassie Cahill introduce us to a broadcast student whose artistic style comes out in her appearance.
Everybody wears shoes, but broadcast student Promise owns hers.
I just saw them trending everywhere and stuff like that, and I'm more focused on like the 90s type of thing. So like I didn't want the low ones, so I kind of got like all white.
But her unique style doesn't stop there.
I basically kind of do my own thing. I like tucking in my shirts, wearing black belts all the time, high-waisted jeans, mom jeans, and stuff like that. Basic shoes, chokers.
And celebrities like Kanye West have a huge part in how she dresses.
I think his school style is really cool. It's really simplistic, and it just has like a really cool edge to it. I also like Rihanna's new shoe line Puma, so I really like those two.
Promise knows it's all about confidence.
Like, you know, like that saying when like you look good, when you feel good, you look good, and kind of stuff like that. So I like base it off of that.
And she must feel good every day. Reporting for Student Television Network, I'm Cassie Cahill.
I need to find myself a pair of those shoes.
To finish off the show, we got to do a commentary produced by Dan French, Brendan Hurley, Ryan DeSalvo, and myself. Every student has a stance on homework. We needed to talk about if we should keep it or toss it. Here it is.
How does homework benefit students? Teachers have argued it can teach teens how to manage their time and set priorities. Some students, however, don't have the time to use on homework. Take a student who needs to work as soon as he gets out of school to help his family. This kid pays attention in class and gets A's on every test he takes, but he receives his grades at the end of the term, and to his surprise, he gets a B. Not doing his homework hurt his grade to the point where if one was to look at it, one would think this kid doesn't know the material. This is not fair to this student. Homework shouldn't reflect your grasp on the material. Tests should be the judge of that. Homework should be used in a supplemental sense, where if you need more practice with the material you're learning, you should seek out extra work. But how is it fair to the kid that gets the material? Some school systems, such as schools in Finland, are moving away from homework-based learning. They are thriving and are ranked 5th in the world in subjects such as math and science, according to the Program for International Student Assessment, while the US is 25th on that list. Knowing this, we can say that homework isn't a must to learn what is needed. If a student believes that they would gain knowledge and a better grasp from the homework, they should seek it out. Wrapping things up, toss homework? No. Homework as a separate entity from your grade? Absolutely. Reporting for Student Television Network, I'm Ronnie Marshelsea.
Well, that's all we have for this episode of Mustang Magazine.
Be sure to check us out at mustang.media or hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat. Signing off, I'm Ron Marshelsea.
And I'm Giuliana Shallmo. See you next time, Mustangs. Yeah. We went through it.
Hi, Dan.
Okay, let's get crazy. That's how I'm gonna say it. Can I dance like that too?
I'm gonna elbow you.